Yeah, good evening, my people. Once again, welcome to this program. I hope you guys had a great week. This program is at GCSDN, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. We bring and come our way, as usual, every Friday, 4:55 p.m. Nigeria time. This program is today enlightening us about these socio-political issues, the socio-political economic issues we have for our country. We call this program Poto Poto. Now even a country brother Fidelis Ilobe came and we they anchor this program. Today's topic: Nigerians must learn how to stand up and demand for our rights. We must also put tribal and religious sentiment away. Yeah, this topic, it means a lot to me. Because I just say most of us will not even know what we want. Most of us still into tribe. Most of us still into religion. That no matter if you be armed robber, if you be criminal, as far as you come from my tribe or religion, you should be my president. And then I want to do the sink Africa here. Now one of the biggest problems Africans get with that. So now make I bring this topic today, so we'll talk about that. But before I talk about that, make I give on this or make una enjoy yourself.
Nigeria jaga jaga, everything scatter scatter. For one day suffer suffer, bossa gunshot in the air.
Now welcome back. You see, if I give anybody close to you, they do injustice to them, you keep quiet. You they call it instead and say you don't give them. They go ahead to do the same thing to you. Yes. You they call it tell them say if he do it to you, it's okay. That's why I put this topic. We must learn to stand up and demand for our right if we want a better country. It's a must. It's a must. Because most of us, that critical thinking, we not get them again. The government don't deal with us that our mind, they don't scatter. We don't even believe in anything. Where they come from that, believe that's mouth. So my people, it is very important for you to stand up for your right. And when you oppress anybody close to you, speak out, stand up for the person. Not keep quiet. Not they say, after all, na Muslim, I be Christian, or na Christian, I be Muslim. Or na Hausa man, I be Igbo. Na Yoruba man, I be Fulani. Na Edo man, I be thief man. No. We are one. And the sooner we realize, the better for us. We are one. So my people, it is high time you start speaking. You dey school, you dey workplace, so you dey your environment, or people dey oppress you on a daily basis, and you no fit speak out. It's bad. It's really bad. We must learn to speak out at all times. We must learn to stand up for the truth at all times. So make una understand what I talk. Make I quickly play this music for make una see this video. Make una see.
You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone?
Social order?
To protect a person's personal rights.
So that you can rely on the government?
Justice?
Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learnt, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you. Truth and justice lives through us all, and we must fight for it. Because in life and work, I mean, we often live next to each other, but not with each other. We console ourselves that the problems of others are nothing to do with us, none of our business. And we go home glad at night that we're spared, but it's about standing up for each other. Every day an injustice happens in business, sport, or on the tram. Relying on someone else to take care of it is not good enough. It is our duty to be there for others, to speak up for others when they cannot. I am here to teach you the power of your voice. I want you to learn critical thinking to empower you to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against what everyone else is doing. Let's begin.
Yeah, now welcome back. So we wanna see this short video. Like I said, the volume not too loud, but this video make a whole lot of sense. It really explain how many of us they accept oppression, they accept injustice. We not fit fight for our rights. We not fit do anything. Now, what in this video show? So, now time for us to fight for our right, to demand for our right, to speak out, not just keep quiet. In the face of oppression, not say it never happened to me, or not be my community, not my person. If it's an injury to one, it's an injury to all. You start to demonstrate, nobody speak for the class. He ask them, what the laws they for? They say security, justice. So if the law not to judge for justice, how come he didn't just send somebody out of the class unjustly, nobody speak out? That's one of the biggest problems they face for Nigeria. People not they talk, people not demand for their right, people they fear too much. They don't get mind at all. They fear the government too much. And the government they decide how they live their life. And the government they decide what will happen. And the government they decide who they go talk to. Come on now. We must respect the laws of the land, and the government too must respect us. It's not everything we just keep quiet. Like we don't care. We must learn to speak. We must learn to do things right. Demanding for your rights and justice is not a bad thing. It's a very, very good thing. So we must learn, we must wake up. We must wake up from this sleep. Because all these things now our leaders they kill Nigeria finish. See the looting, thieving everywhere. And they always tell now for this program, say we get two religion, we get two tribe, the rich and the poor. The rich and the poor. You be northerner, you be southerner. The same hunger that you dey face, at the same place. Everybody they buy fuel. At the same place everybody they buy food. The why this now we they come, they even the aid and abet these leaders with our actions and inactions. To be police officer, somebody could just carry problem, can't tell you, you could just come outside, arrest people, beat people, misbehave. Nobody go fit talk. We need to start speaking out. We need to start standing up for our right and demanding for justice. It's high time we start doing that, I'll tell you the truth. It's high time we start doing that. Enough of this docility. Enough of this quietness. Enough of this thinking. We must act fast. We must begin to do well. We must begin to come out from our shares. We must begin to hold the government accountable. We must begin to speak out for one another, demand for justice, stand up for our rights if we want a better country. If we don't go about it like that, we won't have that country we desire. Because every country see today, they were once like Nigeria, but they had vision and mission, and they have good leaders. And the people did not just sleep and wait for them, they worked for it. So my people, it is hard time we start speaking out. It is hard time we start fighting for our rights. It's hard time we start demanding for justice if we want to have a better country. Tell you the truth. If we want to have a better country. See what this senator said. How he influenced his wife's judgment to help some senators. You see, that country, that's what people must speak at. If not, the rich and the so-called leaders, they go they misbehave, they get away with them. The people don't go do anything, they go arrest them. Imagine a country, a senator, a serving senator, they talk how they use his wife when she be Chief Justice or the President of Federal High Court, Abuja. They talk how they use her. Senator Buka Chow. We could not listen to the video.
Particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues.
Distinguished, please, I don't think this is a good idea going this direction. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, please.
When I see him, the man they talk, Senate president they cut and short because all of them they are so corrupt. If Nigeria is a better country by now, they supposed to probe that woman. In the last few cases where she handled before she come out, they supposed to go probe into her judgment. Because it's not self-confession. But Nigeria see him, the government see him, everybody keep quiet. They will not talk. That's why they take us for granted. They misbehave, act the way they like, because they don't say we not go talk, we don't even know what they do. Imagine a serving senator, look at what he's saying. How he used his wife when she was the chief judge to help senators. Like I believe this Senate president, Ahmed Lawan, are part of them because at the end of the day, Lawan no contest for Senate. He go for presidency. How he come back to Senate, according to Richard Okorocha, another political book of history will go open for that one. How he come back to Senate. That's to tell you how corrupt Nigeria is. And we're here keeping quiet. They fear. We don't want to die. We don't want to do this. We must speak out, my people. We must begin to talk. We must begin to let them know that we are not stupid. We are not zombies. We must begin to demand for justice, demand for our rights. If we must be heard. Tell you guys the truth. We must continue to do so. We must. It's very painful the way they keep quiet too. That make the country they spoil like that. We keep quiet too much. Too much. We cannot stand up for our rights. We cannot stand up for justice. We cannot stand up for our neighbor. Only have to backbite, destroy one another. That's all we can do. It's very bad. It's a shame. We must begin to demand for our rights. Because at the end of the day, all this corruption will happen for Nigeria. So now because we say we keep quiet too. Now because of say we know they talk. Now because of say we just they watch them behave, do act as they like. We know they see anything. That's why corruption they increase for Nigeria. I tell you that we begin to talk now. Now we'll see changes. Things will begin to take shape. Imagine what did that man they talk. Nigeria, we hate you. When I go begin do the right thing, when I go begin give us justice, when I go begin stop all this manipulation going on, it is wrong. It is very, very wrong. Stop manipulating the people. It is very wrong. Stop all this kurukere people are doing. It is very wrong. Do the right thing. Put the right leaders in place. Don't give anybody political power, political office, or good office because of his father is this or his mother is that, or because he's influential. Give the right people the job, people that are qualified, and you see how Nigeria will work. For too long, we don't keep quiet too much. Nigeria fell in the hands of the wrong people. It is time to claim it, take it back by force. So my people, I beg una. Make una dey speak out. Make una dey speak out. Make it's time to fight for justice. Because the reason why these people do us like this is because we know they talk. We know they come out. We know they stand up for ourselves. We know they fight for our rights. That's why today they still hold us captive till now. So my people, if we must broke, we must learn to live together in unity and peace. And learn to stand up for one another. Make una watch this video, make una see Akpabio drama for Senate Committee screening. Make una see.
Niger Delta Development Commission, because of the fact that we are doing forensic audit, that the NDDC plays a vital role in ensuring the peace and security of the region, and 90% or more of the resources of the country on a monthly basis comes from there. If you close it down in totality, all you have will be chaos. And you have a lot of, not just militancy, but you have a lot of insurrection. So it is important that people who have gone to court, people who genuinely did jobs, should be paid for their job. So for me, I'm not against it because of course, who are even the greatest beneficiaries? It's two people now.
Okay.
Because if you look at your chairman gave,
Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, that's okay. That's okay.
Commencement of the
Can I
payment.
ask you that question? What is the benefit that the National Assembly is benefiting from?
It's okay, it's okay.
Are you asking me the benefit of National Assembly?
Yes, you just said.
I just told you that we have record to show that most of the contracts in NDDC are given out to members of National Assembly, but you don't know about it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. The two chairmen can explain to you. That is why I was a member. I was a member of the NDDC committee.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, you were a member of the NDDC and lot of you were a member of the NDDC in the 8th Assembly, and are you telling me that lots of jobs were awarded to you as a member?
No, this is a problem. That's why I said you must.
Then you have the right to accuse people. Then why can't you bring up
can you
people
listen
that?
to me? One of the chairmen
If
also.
you were not awarded a contract, then why are you coming here that you are aware that you were a member of the NDDC and lots of contracts were awarded to you? You said I'm not aware. I'm telling you that. Bring up those names.
May I inform my honorable sister that is why we have to change.
Honorable Minister, please. It's okay. That is okay. That is okay.
But let me explain.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me explain.
It's okay.
Now.
It's okay.
You must not allow the two chairmen
to
hijack the budget every
It's
year.
okay. Up your mic. It's okay.
She
Off your mic, Honorable Minister.
You are like me. I was a member like you. I did not know what was going on.
Honorable Minister.
Yes,
it's okay.
Yes, Chairman.
It's okay. You guys sit down. Sit down. Sit down. It's okay. Coco.
What a show of shame. Una see am? Una call person come make una interview am. Una dey say off the mic is okay. When it begin because they put fire for Nanyaj. Say most of the contract for NDDC now they award and two. Make it not talk. So what you see this video? I just try expose corruption for Nigeria, and they try make una understand. Say corruption, no tribe, poverty, no tribe, no religion. See Akpabio, a Christian from the south. He's a very corrupt man with that NDC project. So many EFCC cases there now. The chairman will chair this committee, the two of them, I probably say two of them, they know till they go on, they get that they say off the mic. That means they be part and parcel of the scam. Then tell me how we want him. People when they interview you, we say they find out, they investigate you, they be part of the scam. Then how are we going to move forward as a country? How is it going to get better? Never. Because the same people selling us, they're the same one looking for us. So my people, we need to start speaking out. That is the only way to fight these people. That is the only way to bring an end to this nonsense they are doing. We need to start speaking out. We need to start fighting them. We need to start talking. We need to start frowning at these kind of things. My people, we need to start talking. Make una dey talk. Then you not let people dey oppress una. Make una dey talk. Make una dey speak out. The oppression don't go too far. So I beg, make una dey talk. Make una dey speak out. It is very, very important. It is very, very necessary to speak out, to talk, to stand up for your right. It is very, very important and necessary. Yes, so time will reach to close the program. And before I close the program right now, I hope so now understand what they talk. We need to stand up for ourselves. Make I turn a corruption no tribe, corruption no religion, poverty no tribe, poverty no religion. Now make I turn say now only two tribes will get, only two religions will get for Nigeria. Poverty, riches and poverty, riches and poverty. But our leaders they use this divide and rule tactics. So they divide us, they rule us, they put us for abject poverty. So we need to come out and speak out and fight our right and put an end to this nonsense. I beg all of you. Make una speak out, make una demand for our right, make una not fear. Demand for justice wherever you are. Stand up for the truth. The truth shall set you free. And Nigeria, if we must move forward, we must throw away tribe, we must throw away religion for us to move forward. I beg una. We must stand up for our rights. We must stand up for what is good, what is right. Please, make una dey stand up for my right. Before we close this program, I would quickly like to read comments. Make I see what we get for the comment section. My brother Prince Samui, say good evening, my brother. My brother, good evening to you. Hope you are enjoying your weekend. Prince Samui again, he say Nigeria political opposition na man stop Nollywood. They don't even get. I just Peter Obi come disrupt something. They don't get before. They don't get opposition. That game that they play everybody. That turn by turn. No opposition. That just gaming everybody. So my people, make una stand up to this evil that they do us. It's not fair. It's not good. We're gonna stand up to that. It's not fair. Thank you very much, Prince Samui. Thank you very much, and God bless you for this thing. So my people, I beg make una like, make una share. Once again, they tell una make una take una hand off religious matter, off tribal sentiment, because at the end of the day, you know they put food to our table. Nigeria they destroy because of this our religious and tribal sentiment. So it's time for us to demand for our right to speak out. Not time to keep quiet anymore. Yes, so this program we call on Poto Poto. Now GCSDN, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, they bring a come our way to enlighten us about the social, political, and economic issues we have for our country. And I'm able now, brother Fidelity Lobekeme, where they anchor this program every Friday, 4:55 p.m. Nigeria time. Until I soon again next week, I say make una get a blissful weekend. Una bye bye.
Nigeria jaga jaga, everything scatter scatter. For one day suffer suffer, bossa bossa, gunshot in the air.